Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Math 20-3, Chapter 1, Section 6, using coordinates. And when I choose a point, I always list the x coordinate first and the y coordinate second. Okay? Remember that. Now, recall that any point on a graph can be written as x comma y. What I just said. Always x first and always y second. So when I put these coordinates here, 1, 5, that 1 is the x coordinate, and that 5 is the y coordinate. Always. Now, is there an easy way of calculating the slope between 2 points? As a matter of fact, there is. Woohoo! Now, if we were to calculate slope normally, this would be a rise of 2 units and a run of 6 units. On some of these, the numbers didn't quite line up with tick marks. I apologize. You've got one of those. And the run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So that's where the 2 and 6 comes from. Okay? So the slope would be, well, rise, run, which is 2 over 6. The slope would be 2 over 6. Now, if you plug that in this calculator, as I said, sometimes the fancy calculators will tell you to simplify the fraction, 1/3, but you also get a decimal, 0.3 repeating. Now, you can also use this formula. Right here, slope equals y2 minus y1, or x2 minus x1. Now, that comes right. Comes right from your formula sheet. And if you look at, where is it, the second page, we go, where is it? I hate this getting old, it was right in front of me here. Okay, they don't have it here. So you can go slope, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So I'll pause the recording for a minute. You guys write that. Anyway, now I want to point out here, with this formula works with the left point on the graph is x1, y1, and the right point is x2, y2. Now, let's just double check that. So 1, 5, this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. Okay? So let's try that. Put it into our formula. 1, 5 is x1, y1, 7, 7 is y2. So slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 7 minus 5 is not a big deal. 0.3 repeating. The answer I'm looking for. Now, as I said before, leave it as a fraction, it's easier. Now, if you want to get picky, but Mr. Sutton said we can round off to 3 decimal places. You can. 0.333, I'm fine with that. It's not great, but I'm okay-ish. Okay? So, what happens if we put our points into the formula? My apologies. And once again, guys, if I'm going too fast, just pause it. Okay. Now, moving on. By using the formula, we get the same slope that we did by counting rise over without counting. Well, we could use the formula if our points were decimals, or if the points were very far away. You could also use the formula if we're given 2 points without a graph. So if I'm lazy enough to get a graph, you really got to use the formula. Now, here I'm giving you the graph. You can't count it. Please use the formula. So what's the slope of the line between the point minus 3, 5, and 4, x1, y1, x2, y2. Alright? So, let's do the numbers. So this is y2, which is 2, minus y1, which is 5. x2 is 4 minus 3. No, this one's a little sneaky. The numerator top part, 2 minus 5. You have $2, you have somebody adding. It's minus 3 over 7. And I have to grab Mr. Calculator because somebody's going to insist on putting it in the decimal, though I said leave it as a fraction because Mr. Calculator says minus 0.429. Now the negative is important. It means it's going down. Now, could we have done that? Just counting? Sure. I'm going to go back and double check. So we go, my rise is going down. Down 3, so that's negative 3. And my run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 3 over 7. Yes, I should get the same number. Oh, note on the graph, I don't put a number on every line because I'm lazy and it's messy. Right? So you have to be able to count. Okay, so far so good? Okay, now, let's do a couple more together. What's the slope of the line on this graph? And note here I was nice enough to give you the coordinates. So slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You got to write out the formula? Yes, you have to. Right? Now, so far so good? Now traditionally the one on the left, x1 is y1, x2 y2. So let's put in the numbers. In this case, y2 is 6, y1 is 1, x2 is 7 minus 6. Uh-oh, another one of these minuses. Top right is easy again. 6 minus 1 is 5. 6 minus 7, that's saying 6 plus 6. And that's aside. That's 7 plus 6. Yeah, minus. That's 5 over 13. Alright. So far so good, guys? Now, I'm going to stop and choose x1, which one's the first one, which one's the second one, give it the same number. Because there's always somebody that goes, oh, Mr. Sutton, I called this x2, I called this x1 by mistake. Do I have to go back and do my work again? No. And I'll show that to you. So if you got the numbers backwards, that's fine. In that instance, y2 is 1, minus y1, which is 6. x2 is minus 6, and you're subtracting y1, which is minus 7. So 1 minus 6 is 5, minus 6 minus 7 is minus 13. 13 is 5 over 13. Same fraction, you get the same answer. So it doesn't matter what order you do the point here. And yes, if you're going to do this as a decimal, it's 0.385 is what I got. But please leave this fraction. Right? And we're running short of time. Oh, one more question. And then I'll be quiet and leave you alone. Given the points minus 3 minus 2 and minus 2 comma 4, what's the slope of the line passing through these 2 points? I want you to pause the recording and I want you to do the work. Then we'll come back and compare answers, okay? So, pause. Okay. When I did it, I arbitrarily said the first point is x1, y1, and the second point is, well, the second point, x2, y2. And if you did it the other way, you should get the same answer. I got a slope of minus 2, minus 3, minus becomes plus 3, so minus 2, you owe somebody $2, we have $3, you end up with 1. Oh, poof, I screwed that up totally, didn't I? Sorry, I got my X. Cross right at the very end. Why? The other X. I can hear you screaming at me. I know, I'm getting old. That's why you always check your work. Poopy, I got it backwards. And record for posterity on video forever. reading a little laugh at me. 4 minus 2 becomes plus 2. Minus 2 plus 3, I got it backwards. 6 over 1, which is 6. And that's a horrible note to stop the video on, but I'm going to stop now because that's embarrassing. So please check your work. We're all human, we make mistakes. So do the classwork, do the Killing Zombies handout, and I'll see you in class next time. If you've got questions, shoot me an email.